Welcome back. This might be a horrible angle because I'm backlit, but I wanted you to see all the books behind me, so hopefully it's not the worst thing ever. It's been a while, but I wanted to do this because I saw Haley Pham did a video of her 2024 book awards, and so I wrote down every category that she had, and I was doing it just like for myself, but then I wanted to share because it was actually fun to do. I'll have the list if you want to do it as well, because I think it's fun to see what you would pick out of all the books that you've read this year. First is best cover, and for this one, the winner is Picking Daisies on Sundays. This book, I mean, it's pink, it has flowers, it has like a sewing machine because the main character is in fashion school. So I also really enjoyed this book, and if you haven't heard of it, or if you have and you just haven't picked it up yet, this is your sign, because I really enjoyed this book. That's best cover. Most shocking plot twist, this one has to be What the River Knows. This is like The Mummy meets like Death on the Nile. This girl's parents, who are archaeologists in Egypt, go missing, presumed dead, and she literally leaves her home in Argentina and goes to Egypt to go and find her parents or find out what happened to them. A lot of like history in there. Like if you're into like ancient Egypt history, you would really enjoy this book. The end, this has a plot twist in the end that shocked me. Like literally last page, did not see it coming. The second book wasn't out at the time when I finished this, and that was evil to just throw that in there and be like, now you have to wait for the second book. But it's out now, so I definitely have to go pick that up and see what is going on, because crazy twist. Next is best banter. That is awarded to The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, because the banter in this just was so good to me and so funny. And this is he falls first and he falls harder. Also, I just love Lynn Painter's writing and her like way that she just loves to like reference like rom-coms. Like there's a couple of references to like Pride and Prejudice in here, and I just love that. Like personally, I love Pride and Prejudice, so that brought the book up for me. But yes, the banter in this I thought was like one of the best I read this year. Most beautiful setting, I gave that to Happy Place by Emily Henry, because this book takes place in Maine and they are staying at a beach house with just a group of friends. I believe it's happening in the summer, and it's just like their last time there, so there's like so much nostalgia with the house and the area. And then they're going to like a carnival festival that they went to, that like they just kept describing like the lights and everything just felt so magical. And I don't know, if I wanted to be anywhere, I want to be there. Saddest book, A Man Called Ove. He is a grumpy old man and his wife has passed, and so he doesn't see a reason to live anymore. But by the end of the book, he finds people worth living for again. It just hurts my heart. Definitely recommend if you like sad books, but this is like bittersweet, heartwarming. Funniest book, The Fine Print. This, I would also was thinking about this for banter, but more funny than banterful. Their banter was hilarious to me. Some of the stuff in this book that she wrote, like this book cannot be taken seriously under any circumstances. Like this is made just for a good time, and I had a great time reading this. I want to reread this just for the giggles. The most unique plot, that one I would say The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Okay, this starts off in the 1700s. This young girl makes a deal with a dangerous, mysterious man. She ends up making a deal with him that she can live forever, but nobody will ever remember her. But then 300 years have passed and somebody remembers her. Ooh. And the plot twist in this, like, it was all very good. Like, I really enjoyed it. A little bit of mystery in it that you want to find out what is going on. Best quotes, A Man Called Ove, because it goes back to when he was younger, like life lessons, moments when he had met his wife and stuff. Like, just those quotes I love so much, and I love looking back at my annotations on this book and rereading them. This is definitely the best quotes of 2024 for me. Best escapism, Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. I just had a great time with this. I would definitely recommend reading these for cozy mysteries. Like, they were such a great time, and I really do want to read more of her books because I love the vibes. Last is Weirdest Book, and that one is Happily Never After, just because their literal plot is that the main girl is getting married and she hires the main guy who is an objector. He goes to your weddings and he objects because she finds out that I believe her fiance was cheating on her, but she didn't want to call it off, so she hired him to object and call off the wedding. I'm holding the book upside down. Y'all just weren't gonna tell me. That I would say is just like the weirdest, just because I don't think that's a real thing, and if it is strange. But yeah, that's Weirdest Book. That is the worst tower of books I have ever built. All the books that won awards, but I will say this might be my favorite book out of 2024 that I have read, and I cannot wait to read more by this author. And if you have not read this book, yeah, I don't know, maybe look up some trigger warnings just in case for yourself. But I enjoyed this book so much, and I highly recommend reading it. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed my list. I hope you make your own, and I will see you around some other time.